Hi, my name is Mia. Welcome to Scrubs and Savings. I'm a 21-year-old nursing student documenting my financial journey here on YouTube. And today we are going to do a February financial reset in which I look at my income, expenses, savings, and investments from January, as well as take a quick look on how I am progressing towards my financial goals and take a peek at my net worth. So I actually got paid on the 31st of January, so I'm just going to budget that out in February. I use the budgeting software You Need a Budget, or YNAB for short, for most of my money management needs. If you are looking for a new way to budget, I highly recommend this software. So you can try it out with the normal 34-day YNAB trial, and if you decide to sign up, it'll give you an extra month free as well as give me an extra month free. So I have $180.75 ready to assign or ready to budget for February. So I got paid $180.75 for my hospital job for 11 hours of work. So I already have most of February funded. So we are going to click on my custom view for savings. I have my car maintenance funded as well as Christmas, and then I have to fund the rest of these categories. So my goal is to save $207.50 per month towards my emergency fund during the school year. So we are going to add another $40 there. And I want to save $40 during the school year for my apartment fund. So that's another $40. My travel fund is funded at $1,000, and I'm not going to keep contributing more than that to it right now. And then I want to add another 50 cents towards a wedding fund. And then for my technology, medical, nursing license, and TSA pre-check funds, I'm just going to fund all of these categories with $16.97. And then with this last $83.28, put $80 towards my Roth IRA. And then with this last $3.28 right now, I will add it to my wish farm, which is like a little wish list that I have for bigger things I want to purchase. So I would like to keep funding that with the little extra change that I have here and there so that I can enjoy spending my money. So for right now, my main thing that I want to purchase is Final Cut Pro by the end of April. So that is a lot of money, so we're just going to add a puny little $23.28 and hopefully see the amount that I can put in there grow as time goes on. So to recap January, we are just going to start with my income first. So my total net income for the month was $1,321.81. 30 cents was from Apple Cashback. $330.61 was from the hospital. 6 cents from extra change that I found. $15.83 from my Ally High Yield Savings account, which I also have a referral link to down below. I have $280 from my parents' allowance, $300 from Christmas cash, $77.84 from my school, $317.16 from my doctor's office job, and then one of my balances was off in my bank account, so I fixed that in YNAB, and that was an extra 1 cent, and YNAB just considers that income. So I'm using the toolkit report extension to look at my income versus expenses in this way. So I spent a total of $698.30 in January. So my biggest category was treat people with kindness, or similar to a giving category. So I spent $218.33 on Christmas. So I ordered my boyfriend's gift in November. It never came in and I was never charged. So I had to repurchase that gift, and it was $30 more expensive than it was when I bought it on Black Friday, which is unfortunate, but that's just the way it worked out. And then I owed my parents $87.41 for the Christmas party we threw in the Philippines when we visited my family. And then I spent $152.21 on my normal donation. My next highest spend category was Queen of the Road, which is my transportation category, and I just put $140 towards my car loan that I have with my dad, and then I spent $126.98 on my administrative category. So $109 of that was for YNAB, which I got the yearly subscription for it, so I paid $109 upfront for the entirety of 2025, and then I spent $14.99 on my gym membership, and then $2.99 for iCloud, and then for my Joyful Life category, which is my discretionary spending on myself, I spent $57.57. So $47.58 of that was for a sleep mask and earplugs because I'm in my final semester of nursing school and I have been placed on night shift, so I wanted high quality things to help me sleep. But those have been really helping with trying to sleep during the day. And then I spent $9.99 on a CapCut Pro subscription. I am no longer using CapCut to edit my videos, so I have completely cut that expense out of my budget. Lastly, I spent $2.94 on travel, and I spent $2.94 getting a Java chip Frappuccino from the Taipei, Taiwan airport. I did have a few financial goals for January. They were to spend less than $60 in my Joyful Life category, start planning my Tennessee road trip and create a budget for it, and get my donation receipts ready for tax season. And I did all three of those things. So I'm going to find the checkmark emoji so I can feel more accomplished. And then for my savings, we're going to this category. And we're going to open this on up and we're going to select all of these except for Christmas, and I will explain why. So everything that I have selected I consider a savings category, and I saved $504.11 in all of these, and then I saved an extra $50 for Christmas, but the assigned amount is messed up, so I officially saved $554.11. And then for my investments, so the funny story here is that I have automatic transfers and investments set up with my Fidelity investment accounts, specifically for my Roth IRA. So I had originally made two scheduled transfers. So one was to invest in the Fidelity bond, and I wanted to do 90% in US total stock market and then 10% in US bond, so I did $35 to bond, and I thought I did $315 to total market, but I accidentally did $335 instead. So my goal for investing during the school year is $350 a month towards my Roth IRA, but actually invested $370 by accident this month, but it's whatever. I'm in the financial position where that doesn't really make a difference in my life. And then I also accidentally invested $5 into my down payment brokerage account, which is also completely fine. And it's funny because one of my goals for February was to invest $375 in my Roth IRA. I almost came close to that in January without even intending to. And then for my 2025 financial goals, they are to make $40,000 in gross income, and in January I made $1,451.36 in gross income, so I am 3.63% of the way there. And then I would like to max out my Roth IRA, and I put $370 towards that, and that was so now I'm 5.29% of the way there. I want to get to $3,000 in my apartment fund, and I contributed $80, so I am 5.13% on my way to the goal of getting $3,000, even though there's more than that in my apartment fund, but I wanted to keep track of the progress that I made during this year. And then my next goal is to have $7,500 in my emergency fund, and I saved $223.33 towards that, and now I am at 4.82% of the way to my goal. And then my net worth increased by $2,119.16. I am at 5.3% closer to my goal of reaching a $100,000 net worth, and we will go over the exact number in a bit. And then for my 50-30-20 split, we went through all of these numbers, but I also contributed $11.07 to the 403b that I have with the hospital. So I put 8.5% towards debts, 34.1% towards wants, 33.8% towards savings, and 23.6% to investments, which I am very happy with all of these numbers. As for my net worth, we are going to go through the amount that's in each of my accounts. So I have $523.28 in my credit union account, $1,292.08 in my other bank account, $5,832.39 in my high yield savings account, $100.40 in cash. My RAV4 is worth about $25,604. My land in the Philippines that I have with my family is $2,623.49. My 403b is at $2,468.30. My Roth IRA is at $21,600.35. My brokerage account is at $15,583.29. My down payment fund is at $77.54. So my total assets are at $75,705.12. And then for my liabilities, my Apple Card was at $6.98. My Chase Freedom Student was at $9.99. I paid off my Savor One card. My Chase Freedom Unlimited was at $479.99. And my car loan is now at $11,596.31. So my total debt is negative $12,093.27. So looking at my net worth dashboard, my net worth is currently at $63,611.85, which is way more progress than I thought I would make this month because I was expecting to make a few $100s less than I did. And then looking into February, I don't have any particular goals for the month. Like I said before, I was thinking of investing $375 towards my Roth IRA if I have the funds available, but we're going to go through everything that I have budgeted for the month. So we're going to start with my bills. They're the same. I pay an extra $140 towards my car loan. I have co-signed with my dad, who pays the $433 minimum payment, and then I pay an extra $140 per month. I have iCloud for $2.99, my gym membership, saving up for my next YNAB renewal, and 58 cents for my gym maintenance, which should be coming out today actually. And then I already spent my $152.21 on donations. And then for fun, I set aside an extra $65, so I have $255.33 available to me. I don't think my partner and I are getting each other anything for Valentine's Day this year, but I think I might pull a few dollars from this category to cover our dinner if I have to, but I think $43 should be enough because the place we're going to is not the fanciest place in the world, but we haven't been in a while, so that's the plan for my gift money. And then for my Joyful Life category, I set aside about $120 for my discretionary spending each month. So I kind of, that money is fungible. Like of course I have targets for each category, but I'll move the money around based on the plans that I have for the month. But for my dining out, I know that I am getting dinner with a couple of friends next Thursday, and I'm also getting a Valentine's Day brunch with another one of my friends. And then I think I might be getting coffee with that friend next Thursday as well, but we'll move that money when we have to. I don't have any activities planned for the month of February. I set aside $35 for beauty because I already ran out of shampoo. I am thinking of not buying another curly girl shampoo because my main concern with my hair right now is dryness, but I don't think any of you guys are asking for that information, but I gave it to you anyway. And I'm thinking of buying a new mascara, and it's a little more expensive than one may think to get drugstore mascara, but it's whatever. I have the money for it. And then I have $43 ready to go for Valentine's Day. And again, I would move money over to cover some of our Valentine's Day dinner if it makes sense to do that. And then I have $20 set aside for my hobby category because I want to start an Epidemic Sound subscription. And then you already saw where my savings are at for February. And then hopefully for this next paycheck, I can put $95 more to my Roth IRA and then start funding for March. That's it for this financial reset. I am so happy with where my finances are at right now. I remember in my December money reset, I was very worried about how much money I would be making while I am in the middle of my preceptorship and I'm not working as much, but I think I got that figured out, and I am basically a month ahead in YNAB, which basically means that the money I made in a previous month covers the current month's expenses, which definitely gives me a lot of financial peace of mind. But thank you guys so much for your support. We are very close to 1,000 subscribers, which is actually insane. I'm not very close to getting the watch hours for monetization, but that's alright. I'm just going to keep making videos that I enjoy. For those of you that are normally here for my financial content, I have been making vlogs recently and it has been so much fun. So if you are interested in watching what my life looks like outside of the numbers, make sure you check those out. Thank you all so much for your support, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.